Growing up with games, it's an outlet for kids to keep themselves out of trouble. It's just another version of sports. You have football, you have basketball, and you have video games.
I had some friends who do this. They come to the fighting scene when they can. You know, they told me before about it. You know, the way they make it sound interesting. They make it sound more than just gaming. They make it sound like it's a community, like it's a lifestyle. You know, I want something like that.
It's gotten bigger, way bigger. Like as a youngster, like I only played with a certain crew of friends. Now my friends are introducing me to other crews just like us. And then they take me to events like this where there's just millions of other groups of people all playing the same games really well. And yeah, you get networking and meeting a lot of people who have the same interests as you.
These tournaments are great, and I would love to have more local areas to just have places to get together, specifically for gaming.
I actually feel more pressure just watching the other people on stage. It's more heart-pounding and better than just playing actually.
It's awesome to spectate because it's just amazing. Just learn every time you see a round. Every round you learn something new.
And look, here comes Infiltration, going for the chip. Taking 3 rounds in a row against Daigo Omahara. Can he run this back? He has to win 2 sets.
As a community, it's just a huge comeback is what it is. Because it died in the early 2000s when the downfall of arcades came along.
We used to go to Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like that, and we used to, and there would just be teenagers, at a little place where it just filled with little kids, just teenagers huddling up around Killer Instinct and all these other fighting games, and it got to the point where as the arcades obviously declined and kind of died out over time, it's now more of a social gathering where we just find places to play and just hang out.
My favorite thing is it's a really tough love family. In order to make any friends here, you have to earn your rank through there. You gotta go through your trials and tribulations and kind of just earn your way up.
When you're in the arcades, for me and Mac over there, we're from the older generation. We were there putting our money out every single day.
I think from maybe 2009 onward, it's become there's when new people want to come in, they're just they're slightly closed away, and I guess it's because there's an age difference. And I guess it has to do with 09ers versus people who've been here forever, the veterans. And so I guess it's something that it started to change maybe in 2010 or 11 where things are starting to get more open because more things like this are happening.
Most people just go with the flow of what's trending. So it's people who didn't even play Street Fighter hear that it's getting a good buzz, say, oh, I've been playing, I just hopped on Street Fighter and started playing. It's kind of turned into a fad rather than a lifestyle.
I hope more people get into this because I, for one, coming from being a first time, my first experience, it's actually pretty interesting.
If they could make more events happen on a weekly basis, I'd like that. More around the area, more things to get out to, and more ways for people to connect and get into stuff like this.
I think the future of it will be very good if they're more opening and more welcoming to newer players. Instead of bashing them for being new and being scrubs, I think things would be a lot better if they chose to be more welcoming toward those people, because those are the people who are going to carry on the generation.